So, if you decided to put money on Gilbert Burns, honestly, you need to be held accountable for everything bad going on in the world. You need to go seek help and maybe even call the gambling hotline number, because why would you put money on Gilbert Burns? He's deep fried. It's over. His career is done. It's been done. Okay, I don't know how they were able to convince Gilbert Burns so many times to crawl out of the retirement home, to go out there and get his ass whooped so many different times by so many different savages. Okay, you saw he literally folded via the first 2-punch combination that Mike Malott threw. I'm very disappointed, number one, that Mike Malott didn't get a first round finish here, because it's Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns. Like, am I crazy here? Am I crazy here? But I get it. You want it to be technical. He was on a 3-fight winning streak. Now he's on a 4-fight winning streak. Malott KO is the easiest money ever made. Yeah, I told you. My GOAT is live. Sheesh. Was the card right? No, the card was actually pretty good. We're about to get into it right now. And, again, if you actually, genuinely put your hard-earned money, even if you don't work hard, okay, and you get your money by just sitting there and doing nothing, which is how I would like to make my money. If you made your money by doing that, and you still put it on Gilbert Burns, you need to be held accountable for everything bad going on in the world, because you are just so low IQ. It is just ridiculous. Are you live on Twitch? Yeah, I'm live on everything. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on TikTok. Honestly, I should find more platforms to go live on, okay? But, look, Mike Malott with the easiest W of all time. Round 3. All right, I'm going to switch to Twitch. Do your thing. I got all chats open, man. Round 3, by the way, from Mike Malott. Really? Really, bro? He needs to be investigated. How about investigate Mike Malott for letting this fight go over 2.5 rounds? Can we do that? Can we figure that one out? What's the big old deal, nonchalant? Can we figure that out? Because that was a little egregious. All right, Gilbert Burns was kind of just standing there 70% of the fight, looking terrified, looking scared, okay, looking a little frail and wounded, all right, and Mike Malott just kind of stood there. So investigate Mike Malott for letting this fight go over 2.5 rounds. I think his coach might have had a parlay in over 2.5 rounds, plus Mike Malott KO TKO over, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay, all right, you guys got it. But Mike Malott gets the easy peasy W. And let me just check. I'm pretty sure Mike Malott was ranked before this, right? Like, let me just double check. No Mike Malott ranking. 0 Mike Malott ranking. Gilbert Burns ranked 11. Just give him the ranking. Just hand it to him. How about we just hand it to him? How about that? Just hand it to him. Just give it to him. Just let him do his thing. And give him the loser of Joaquin Buckley, Sean Brady. And that is going to be Joaquin Buckley, because, oh my God. First of all, how do you lose? How do you lose to Kamaru Usman in that state of Kamaru Usman's career, right? Number one. Number two, how do you post sparring footage? Because now he is sparring with Kamaru Usman, Joaquin Buckley is, to get ready for the Sean Brady fight. How are you posting footage of you getting absolutely dog walked and thrashed and thrown around? It's a big old deal, Owen. But I don't understand that. So we are smashing Sean Brady money line, absolutely. Sean Brady by finish, hopefully, even though the chin is a little faded. But that's a conversation for UFC 328, which I'm excited for. We do have to wait 2 fight night cards. One is a little iffy, and then we get JDM versus Carlos Prates. Banger. But give Mike Malott the loser of Joaquin Buckley, Sean Brady, please. All right? Just do it and hand him Gilbert Burns ranking. I am so ecstatic, happy, jumping for joy that he is no longer here. I'm not going to lie. Okay, all respect to him. But again, I had no idea how they were able to convince this dude to go out there 5 times and lose. Okay, even that Jorge Masvidal fight was disgusting. It was just a terrible watch. Should have been a loss. They should have cut both of them, to be honest. Should have cut both of them. So his losing streak for me starts in 2023 April. All right. The co-main event was actually the main event. Charles Jourdain versus Kyler the Matrix Phillips. Now, I told you guys Kyler was unhinged, and I said, you know what, I think Kyler might get this done against Jourdain. But I do love me some Jourdain. Everybody loves Charles Jourdain. And just, wow. What a masterclass. What a masterclass. Charles Jourdain looked like a little bit worse Ilia Topuria. Like if he was a little bit better on the scrambles, and or if Kyler Phillips was a little worse on the scrambles, I would have said he looked like an actual just carbon copy of Ilia Topuria. Looked absolutely great. Was taking a little bit of risk. Did a weird like a spinning heel kick from the bottom, like from laying on his back. It was just, what an event. Kyler Phillips started out strong with the takedowns, and he had a solid game plan, but gassed himself out, and Charles just out-scrambled him and just out-fought him, out-demolished him. It is what it is. Shout out Charles Jourdain. Moved to 18-8. I believe he's on a 4-fight winning streak, 3-fight winning streak now. 3-fight winning streak, all at bantamweight, and they all are performance bonuses. Well, they're all awards. 2 performance bonuses, 1 fight of the night. Wow. Wow. Give this guy a main event. Give this guy a main event. Give Charles Jourdain a main event. Give Charles Jourdain a ranked opponent. Okay? He's at 135. No, bantamweight? Yeah, 135. 135. Man, if y'all don't give Charles Jourdain Raul Rojas Jr., if y'all don't give Charles Jourdain Raul Rojas Jr., I don't know what to tell you. UFC 5 today, question mark? Ooh, that's a maybe. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. Okay, I'm not going to lie. That is a maybe. That is a maybe. UFC 5 has kind of been sidelined for me, I'm not going to lie, because I wanted to try to make my streams more professional-like, and more focused on doing topics instead of doing UFC 5. But when UFC 6 comes out and GTA 6 comes out, but trust me, I'm still doing UFC content every single day. I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm telling you, I'm on to something big. I'm this close. You know the meme of the dude mining, like one dude's mining on the bottom, one dude's mining on the top, and one dude is close to mining diamonds and walks away, and the other dude mines the diamonds. I feel like I'm right there. I'm just gonna keep mining. I'm just gonna chug through. I do this with everything in life. I'm gonna brute force it. I'm gonna fucking walk right through it, and I'm gonna figure it out. All right, it is what it is. But if you guys don't give Charles Jourdain Raul Rojas Jr., I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. Why not? Like, literally, why not? He's a bigger star than Raul. He actually sells out things. You put him in co-main events, and he actually is, a little entertaining. He's actually good. Or we give him Marlon Chito Vera. 2 more weeks and we get JDM versus Carlos. It's very true. I'm so excited. It's going to be a JDM masterclass. I'm going to start making content on that. So Monday, expect a JDM masterclass rant, okay? Sad Gilbert's last fight was an early stoppage. Early stoppage, brother, what? You know what? I agree. It was an early stoppage because he needs a punctuation, an exclamation point to keep him out of the octagon. 0-5 in his last 5, all savages, all brutal losses. I mean, please, bro. Let's pump the brakes. Let's call RAF. Okay, let's call Hype FC. Let's figure something else out. Okay, besides doing that. But Charles Jourdain Johnson needs a main event. Okay, and a ranked opponent. Give him Marlon Chito Vera at rank 10, because you guys gave Mike Malott Gilbert at 11. I mean, so what's the difference? What's the difference? But Kyler Phillips, I believe he's like on a 3-fight losing streak now. Yep. Unlucky. Cut him. Give me Charles Air Jourdain versus Gene Silva. I would love that. I would pick Charles Jourdain. We might see that. You never know. The way things have been moving recently, with people moving out. I mean, not moving out, like pulling out of fights, like the Loner Kavanaugh situation. Now look at him. Now he's about to. I'm telling you, Loner Kavanaugh's going to fight the other Brandon. Loner Kavanaugh is going to end up fighting Brandon Royval, and then for the belt. I'm telling you. So he just needs to be a little bit. Maybe Amin Zabi pulls out of the fight against Sean O'Malley, and we get Charles Jourdain versus Sean O'Malley, White House card. Ooh, wait! Gene already violated him. Damn, Kavanaugh's overrated. Man, I like Kavanaugh. He was looking clean out there. He was looking goddamn clean. But hey, I called it. I called it on the betting show. I literally called it on the betting show. You guys, come on. Tap into the picks. I called it. I tried to tell you. I tried to warn you. Short notice how? No. I'm saying Charles Air Jourdain can fight for a belt this year. Like, who knows? Like, for example, Amin Zabi could pull out of the Sean O'Malley White House card fight, and then Charles Jourdain can, like, replace him. You know what I mean? And then beat Sean O'Malley, hopefully, and then fight for the belt. You know? Just a thought. But I tried to tell you guys. Okay? I tried to, and you know, the consensus is in. Mandel Nalo, rat garbage, he's Indian. He's Indian. Like, he has to be Indian. The way he went down, Indian. Jai Herbert with the sneaky, crafty vet victory. I told you guys. I tried to warn you. Jai Herbert, the guy who almost put Ilya Tuporia all the way down, almost took his got him out of there, comes out with the sneaky victory. Now, this was a comeback victory if I've ever seen one. I was like, whoa. Very dominant win. I cannot believe I called this W. So ecstatic, so happy. Jasmine Jasudavicius goes out there and completely dominates Catherine Silva. She did her absolute thing. Absolute savage. Shout out to Kaden to put me on. Now, Gage Young versus Thiago Moses was a fucking banger. Gage Young is now on my radar for 2026 prospects of the year. I'm not going to lie. He is on my radar, boys. Okay, this fight against Thiago Moses should not have been a split decision. No idea how this was a split decision. And just looked absolutely fantastic and great and on point. Shout out to Gage Young. G-Money did his thing. Gets the W out there fantastically. Marcio Barbosa gets the brutal KO TKO over Dennis Bazooka. I mean, how dare I have picked Dennis Bazooka over that bloke? It was a brutal knockout. It was very quick. It was over very fast. I'm very upset. Shout out to Marcio Barbosa, I guess. Robert Valentin comes out there and absolutely masterclass Julian LeBlanc. My boy finally got a win, and he's tired of being bullied out there in the octagon. Off of a 3-fight losing streak, 1 fight to Ryan Loder, which was just unlucky. Torres Finney kind of just laid on him and used heavier man skill. And do I really need to sit here and describe the Audubon Goudier loss to you guys? Goes out there and masterclass Julian LeBlanc. Finally gets a fucking W. And shout out to my boy Robert. Give him another unranked opponent. Another nobody, please. ASAP. Alright. Gohan Sarkhan versus Tanner Boser. What a war. What a literal bar fight. An absolute throwdown. An absolute hoot and holler. Absolutely fantastic. Can't believe this fight. I was going to say I can't believe the fight went the way it did, but it is what it is. Okay, I just kind of rhymed right there. Scarecrow Croden, Melissa Scare Croden. If you know who this is from the betting preview show that I did with Caden, we were very high on Melissa Scare Croden. She did her thing. She should have gotten the finish, but she did not. She did all right. She did all right. She did all right. Dara looked pretty mid, but Melissa Scare Croden makes her way with a nice, fantastic W, 2-1 in the UFC. Another WMMA prospect to keep an eye on, all right? Melissa Scare Croden, very, very scary. And like I told Caden, JJ Aldridge was going to masterclass Jamie Lynn Horth. You know, I thought he was going to call it at first, but he didn't. I had to correct him, and he went with our pick secondarily. Shout out JJ Aldridge getting the W, even though a lot of people said it was a robbery. Was a robbery? I really don't think so. And now we're here. And now we're here. This is what I talked for 18 minutes and 30 seconds for. Mark versus Sexy Max John Castanda. Now, this was a robbery. It ended in a draw. No idea how they got that. Now, I understand they did take a point from John, which he honestly should have been disqualified because he kicked Mark in the cup area. Mark bent down, you know what I mean? Bent down a little bit, and John just almost knocked him out. Mark was out of his body. Mark took 2 minutes down for a cup check break. I was screaming at the television, please take 5. Please take 5 minutes, Mark. Please. Please. But I don't understand how round 3 was not Mark's. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Robbery, 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 robbery. I will scream robbery all day, all night, left, right, up, and down. Okay? I don't understand how this was a draw. This was bullshit. Mark is now 0-1 in the Contender Series and now 0-1 in the UFC. Like, just how unlucky. How much grit, though? How much grit? Looking like mini, tiny, super tiny Justin Gaethje. Just tough as nails. I mean, on ice skates about like 30% of the fight, bro. But just fantastic to watch. An absolute gem. Shout out to Mark, bro. I can't believe Mark. Shout out to John Giannis coming out there with a bang. Opening the fight up with a bang. Easy underdog pick. We didn't pick him. We picked against him. I thought it was over. I thought it was over for John. But, hey, he went out there and shocked the world. He went out there and shocked the world. UFC, this was Winnipeg? Where were we? Where were we? Yeah, UFC Winnipeg. UFC Winnipeg was pretty banging. UFC Winnipeg was pretty banging. What did Mike Malott say? He said something like Maple Leaf Brigade. Maple Leaf something. No, Maple Syrup Soldiers. Some shit like that. I was like, oh, he was spitting. He was spitting. Mike Malott, man, easiest layup win of your fucking life. Like, actually. Like, how about actually the easiest layup win of your life? Cannot believe he got that done. But we got something else to talk about. I do have another topic. I do.
Shit.
So,
Listen,